Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to another stretching session. I missed you guys last week. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you, Naja and Martin, for putting me on for another week and letting me stretch with you guys. It was an amazing class we just had. If you guys didn't get a chance to train, make sure you go back and watch today's training. It was very, very good, very informative as well. Today, what I'd like to do first, let's start with make sure you don't have your gi top on or your belt on. Just makes it uncomfortable to stretch. Hey, Naja. If you guys can hear me, let me make sure everything's good. The connection's good. Are we good? Okay. So today what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a relaxation stretch. It's a beautiful day here in Memphis, Tennessee. I hope you guys have beautiful weather as well. If not, then you can enjoy mine. I'd like to do more holding of poses today, longer stretches. We're not going to speed through anything. We're going to do very gentle lengthening of muscles. We had past 2 weeks, really good training the past 2 weeks, very intense. So let's take this moment to kind of regroup, relax, take some big deep breaths, let in some positivity, and lengthen everything back out and get a good stretch. Hey Carlo, how are you? Good to see you. All right, with that, let's get started. Make sure that I don't drop my mic here. Okay, if you guys can't hear me, make sure to drop me a line and let me know. As always, we're going to start stretching up. Big breath in. And exhale. Take it in again. Breathing in. Breathing in all the positivity. Everything that's light. Hold it. Exhale. I hear a lot of bugs swarm in my head. I might need to get the floss water. I see one. One more time. Big breath in. And exhale. Very nice. All right, we're going to take it down into just a regular stretch of a squat. This is not kibidachi. This is not hips tucked in. Toes don't have to be completely straight. They can be a little bit 45. Just squatting down and lifting up. This is taking our hips to the back. We're going to do 10 of these. Taking our hips to the back, stretching, lengthening, pressing. That's 4. Keep going. Pressing back. That's 5. Down 6. 7. 8. Nice and easy on the knees. 9. One more. And 10. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to take it to the side. Take that foot out a little bit more than just maybe to your corner if you're inside. Let this foot be relaxed, whatever's comfortable. We're going to stretch the inside thigh and underneath here where our glute meets the hamstring. And 1. Don't overdo it. 2. Just to where you feel the stretch. Now, if you can go all the way down, by all means, go all the way down. 3. 4. Just trying to get a nice little stretch. 5. 6. 7. Make sure we have nice posture. Don't let your your upper body lean with you. Keep everything nice and straight. Just your legs are doing the work, getting that stretch. And 1 more. 10. Very nice. Okay, switching the feet up. Feet placement is very important for our knees. We want to make sure to always be kind to our knees. If anything's uncomfortable, adjust your feet. And ready? Itch. Feeling that stretch here. Keep your hip down. Don't lean over. San. Shi. Go. Staying nice and straight. Roll. Sit. Hach. let's take it down into a lunge, and toe is flat. Again, still stretching the inside. These muscles are very important and they're super hard to stretch sometimes. You can have your heel flat or you can have heel up, whatever's the most comfortable for you. We want to strive to have heel on the floor. It just gives you a little bit extra of a stretch. Just holding this in place. If that gets too easy, press. Let that hip press down. All right, now let's turn it. They call this a runner's lunge. We're gonna open up, make sure that your hips are always showman when we do this stretch. We wanna make sure that we are pressing our hip flexor forward, okay? Again, if anything causes you pain, adjust. Only do what your body wants you to do, okay? I like to reach out. It just keeps my posture where I want it to be. Sometimes I like to even reach up. That gives a little bit extra. Not leaning back, just straight up. All right, now we're going to take it back. And sit on that foot. You can put your toe down or you can have flat foot. Either way. So we're going to hold here, chin up. Just because of time, we'll hold these for like 10 seconds today. But when you do these on your own, you can really get into them and hold them for about 30, 45 seconds and do maybe 3 repetitions of each thing. It's really good for you. Now we're going to drop that nose down to your knee or shin, whichever. Again, trying to remain straight. That's the point, is not to be sideways. We want to be straight, stretching our hips and stretching under where the glute meets the hamstring, okay? And down. Keep holding. Big breath in. And out. And release. If you have any hamstring injuries or hip injuries, these are not the most comfortable stretches, but they're very, very important. So stick with me if you can. We're gonna try to work everything out. Okay, opposite side. Left foot out. This is my left foot. Right foot down. Again, heel does not have to be on the floor. You can have heel up, whatever's comfortable. And we're just gonna relax here for a couple of seconds, letting this hip press down, stretching out the inner thigh. Try to let your mind go to where you feel the tightness. If you let your mind, like we do in karate with so many things that we do, you have to put your mind into your technique. You have to put your mind into the focus and kime of your punch, into your block. Where we want that energy to go is where we put our mind. So for right now, while we're stretching, let's put our mind where the tightness is and envision everything stretching out. All right, let's turn that into that runner's lunge. Step your foot out if you need. Remember that your hips need to be showman as possible. Oh, this is a stiffer hip for me. Keeping those hips nice and straight. Keeping your back nice and straight. Or you can reach straight up. We want to feel the stretch starting a little bit above our knee, all the way radiating into our hip flexor. This whole area is getting the stretch right now. You shouldn't feel a pull in your back. We're pushing down. The motion and the thought is here in these muscles in the front. It's also a balancing act, I guess. You have to really concentrate on squeezing everything together. Okay, taking it back, heel up. Again, you can sit on your toe or flat on your foot. Chin up, hips straight, shoulders square, and leaning over. Holding. Breathing. Putting your mind where the tightness is. You should feel it midway hamstring. This is absolutely about 4 or 5 inches above the knee is where you'll feel the tightness. Just relax into that. Let that muscle expand. Let that lactic acid release. Imagine yourself becoming more flexible. Imagine that Gary not being so painful. All right, now drop the chin. Drop the nose down to the leg. Now you should feel the stretch in your hip, in the top of your right glute. Hold it. Keep breathing a slow, relaxed pace. And release. All right, let's take this into butterfly. Always envision you guys at home doing this with me in a small space like I'm in right now, confined. So we try to do everything very compact. But instead, even if our space is small, we should try to fill it with our presence. Fill it with everything that we do, with our innerness coming out, okay? So, with that in mind, we're going to do butterfly legs with our chest expanded. And as soon as you expand your chest, sitting in this position, it automatically makes you push your body forward into your hips, and your hips are getting an extra stretch, okay? Now we're going to take our hands and push down on our legs gently to where you'll feel even more of a stretch. You can also use your arms to expand your chest forward. See, I'm not sinking back. I'm not sitting back on my tailbone, on my spine. I want to sit up on top of my tailbone, pressing forward. This one I do want to hold for a good maybe 20 seconds. So just bear with me. You can go to your happy place. You can close your eyes and imagine being whatever makes you happy. At a beach, in a beautiful garden here with me. If you can see all these hummingbirds flying around my head, they're so gorgeous, so relaxing. Big breath out. Relax your hips. Even though you're pressing your chest forward, your back can get contracted a little bit too much, so relax your back. Keep pressing your chest forward. Breathe in. Exhale. And relax. From here, take your feet out about 6 inches from where you had them. It's a more comfortable position, more centered, okay? From here, we're going to take a big breath up with our arms, reaching up high to the sky, as high as you can. Reach. As you reach, feel your lats on the side get a nice stretch. Feel your lungs and your chest expand as you can let more air in. Feel your spine elongate. Exhale. As you exhale, automatically your shoulders come down. You can feel your posture sink a little bit. So let's take it up again, reaching up to the sky one more time. Reach. Exhale. Last time, reaching up as high as you can. Reach. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale. That's just a nice feel-good one. From here, we're going to lay over. Since we're already posture correct and chest open, we're going to lay over with our chest open, just bending at the hips. Ready? And lean. You don't have to go far. Just go to where you can. Once you get to your, I call it brick wall, that brick wall that won't let you go any further, either because of pain or because you're just not quite flexible enough yet, stop at that position. And let's take a breath. Big breath in. Exhale. As you exhale, you sink automatically. Even if it's a 1/4 of an inch. Ooh, that's a big lizard. Oy. Okay. They're not my favorite. Okay, big breath in. Exhale. I'm not going to think about the lizard. All right, big breath in. When we exhale this time, we're going to allow our chest to sink and let our back round and go nose to our feet. Ready? Inhale in. Exhale. All the way down. Hold whatever position you have and try to relax. Again, go to your happy place and relax, breathing big breaths. One more breath in and out. And roll it up. Very nice. From here, let's take our feet straight out. I'm sorry to be pointing the soles of my feet at you. We're going to do this in two positions. We learn in, again, I always like to incorporate ballet into karate because the two are very physical and very structured as far as what it takes balance and muscular wise. So pointing our toes is not something that we ever do in karate, but today we're going to try that. So point your toes as hard as you can at me. You're going to lift up nice and straight, and we're going to then lean over as far as we can. It may only be to here. That's fine. If that's your limit, go ahead and put your hands down. But keep those toes pointed. This is opening up a whole new set of muscles. You can start to feel it a little bit in your calves. It's opening up your lower back and hips. And you can also feel it in your hamstrings, right? So just hold this. Big breath in. Exhale. Try to sink. Relax everything except for your feet that you have pointed as hard as you can. Big breath in. Exhale. Don't let your feet roll out while we're doing this because that's a whole other stretch. That's another reason for why we like to show pointed toes in ballet, so we can show our feet are pressed together and it's the correct muscles, okay? One more time, big breath in and exhale. Roll it up. Now we're going to take it in a different direction. We're going to flex our feet. So now you want your toes to come back as hard as you can to yourself, pointing at yourself. You'll feel this stretch in your Achilles. You'll feel it in your calf, and definitely feel it in your hamstring for this one, okay? So keep those feet flexed really hard, and we're going to lean over at the waist, bending, keeping that chest up. You're not going to be able to go as far this time as you did with the pointed feet. That's okay. Make sure the balls of your feet are touching. Lean it over. Big breath in. I'd love to see pictures of everybody doing this one. Breath out. Because I know you're going to feel like you're not even leaning over. This is a very difficult one. Big breath in. Out. Make sure you're pulling those toes back as hard as you can as you try to sink even lower. Now if you can reach your toes, reach your toes. If you can't, reach your ankles, your shins, your knees. Wherever you are, just keep those toes pulled back and reach for something. This time, go down as low as you can and tuck your chin, look at your belly button, and hold it. Ready? Go. Hold. You'll feel this stretch down in your back, all the way down to your hips, all the way down to your glutes. Hold it. Ich, ni, san, shi. Try to relax. Rook, sich, hach, ke, je. And release. I love that stretch. That stretch is the most awakening stretch to me in my body. I like to do that one in the morning. Just lean over, look at my belly button, and it's like electricity, and it just wakes everything up and gives everything a good stretch and gets you ready for the day. Now, that being said, I want to show you a trick. Being in quarantine, we're not able to do our natural regimens of health and awareness that we normally do. Some people like to go to chiropractors, which I do, and some people like to get massages or do different things to make sure everything is staying in place. One thing you can do on your own if you have hip issues or you feel like your body might be out of line, I love this trick. Lay on your back. You'll have your knees up. Take one knee into your hands, just like this, okay? And you're going to push against your hands with your knee and pull with your arms, okay? And we're going to do this for 10 seconds. Ready? And push. Ich, ni, san, shi. Engage your core. Go. Rok, sich, hach, ki, j. Release. Okay? Other side. I hope you feel the difference after this. Usually for me, this is a big difference. Sometimes it will even pop you'll hear a pop in your back or in your hips. Other side, ready? Pushing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ki, j. All right, release. So what we're doing here is we're trying to get our hips just kind of back into line, okay? So we're going to take our right leg and put our hand on top of the knee. Follow me on this, okay? The left hand, we're going to put under the knee. With the right side, we're going to push our leg against our hand. With the left knee, we're going to pull our knee against our hand and push. So two opposite forces. Ready? 10 seconds. Go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ki, j. Relax. All right. Other way. Left hand on top of the left knee. Right hand here on the thigh of the right leg. And this one's pulling down. This one is pushing. All right. Opposite forces. Here we go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ki, j. Release. So from here, now I'm popping. So from here, let's stand up. See if you can feel a little bit of a difference. You should feel just lighter, a little bit more in a line. It may feel a little weird when you walk. May feel a little bit better, maybe a little bit sore, but it's very good for us. Okay, we got a couple more minutes. I wanted to do one more thing with you. I was speaking with a couple of our karate friends, and we were watching videos and noticing that all of us were starting to have this lazy effect in our back stances. For whatever reason, kokutsudachi is a very difficult stance for us to do as we get older and look correct. So we start to make shortcuts and do a 50-50 stance, and our back knee caves in, and then this front knee's caved in, and it ends up a very questionable stance. So today I want to go over a couple of things that we can do to get that back stance back to our youthful, beautiful kokutsudachi. All right, so left leg, this is going to be my back leg. I'm going to make sure that my feet are heel to heel and out. My right leg is pointing that direction, so when my knee bends, it's not going to cave in. It's going to go straight out. So to do that, I've got to really push here, okay? Make sure we push. If you need to use your hand, you can. The most important thing that we're concentrating on right now is this knee going over this toe. We're just going to do 10. All we're going to do is sit, pressing the knee out to get that feeling and build that muscle back, okay? Knees out. Ready? Ich, knee. You'll feel that stretch here. San. Make sure that knee is pressing over exaggerated. Shi. Over. Go. Building this muscle up. Rok. Sich. Hach. Press. Ku. Press. Ju. It's not a fun one. All right, once again, our weight standing over our right leg. Left leg is pointed straight ahead. That knee is going to go out, so we got to stretch here. And this knee coming straight down, not in, straight out. Ready? Press. Itch. Knee pressing. Pushing out. Some. She. So right now we're stretching and strengthening. Go. Two birds with one stone, right? Rook. Sitch. Press, press, press. Hotch. Q. J. Good. If you find that your stances are starting to, your front knee and the back stance is starting to cave in, if you see that happening, it's because it's just too tight here. It has nothing to do with you're not strong enough or you're being lazy. You're just too tight throughout this interior muscle right here, okay? Easy fix for that. When you're warming up before class, take your feet out a little bit wider than 45 degrees. Go down in a kibidachi and use your elbows to push your legs out. So we're going to do this today right now for about 30 seconds. Everybody go down. And holding, you should feel that stretch. Push. Now, from this particular stretch, you will be sore tomorrow. It's a good sore. It's good for us. But if we do this every day, it'll loosen back up that front leg for our back stance. Get things back to where they're supposed to be going. A lot of times that happens, I believe, because in our front stance, Zenkutsudachi, we concentrate so much on squeezing that front leg in and squeezing our hips in interiorly that that muscle gets so strong and used to pulling in that when we switch to back stance, we're used to doing that. We got to open it back up, right? So 10 more seconds. Keep holding. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ku, ji. All right, take it down. Stretch the hamstrings back out. And take it up. Big breath in. Take it out. One more time for having a great week. Lift it up. And take it out. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed that. If you have any questions or have anything that you want to work on for next time, let me know. This is today, nice stretch. Look at that. Oh, Alan, good. I'm glad you like that. There's a lot of really small little things that we can do to open up something so big for karate. You know, that's been one of my downfalls lately, and that I've been getting kind of down on myself on, is when I see that back stance, that front knees coming in, and I think, gosh, I have to get this fixed. And so just putting everything together, this stretch has really helped out tremendously. So I hope it helps you guys out too. Let's see. I'm just going to go through here real quick. Hey, Noelle. Good to see you. All my friends in Ireland. Oh, Susan, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay, looks like everybody's good. Okay, so, oh, John, good to see you. Can y'all see these birds? Can you see? These are my mom's pets, I guess you could say. Aren't they gorgeous? They're just so calming. It's nice to come out here and be able to do the stretching out here and having them fly around. The lizard was not welcomed, but the birds, they're welcome. So, okay, everybody, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to message anytime, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Have a great week.